sings, good old Beck. Just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing. Everybody sings, good old Beck. Just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing. There's a place out in space called the Candy Store. There's a place out in space. About 10 years ago, it was a genuine.
Everybody sings, good or bad. Just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing. That's a song called The Candy Store from Bunky and Jake's first album. Welcome to The Candy Store. My name is Joe RIZZA, formerly known as Joe Beck, and sitting next to me is James Glynn, executive producer for Neighborhoods Today.
Hi, Joe. And
what's up?
Welcome back to The Candy Store after all of these years.
It's amazing. James duplicated the set exactly like it looked in 1971. He found the posters. I had the same piece poster, Santana, the records hanging. It feels like I'm back in 1971. Amazing job, Jim.
Thank you, Joe. And could you tell us, where did the name Joe Beck come from?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I have no idea. As far as I could remember, I think in junior high school, they just started calling me Joe Beck or Beck. Hey, Beck, what's up? You know, and it stuck with me most of my adult life.
What made you come up with an idea for a show like this?
Well, if you remember, when we did the New York variety shows, there was always a musical segment. And I just bounced the idea around like, yeah, maybe we should do a half-hour music shows, but have actual musicians come down here and lip sync or perform, and you were gracious enough to give me a show, and
we went from there.
Yeah, went from there. It was pretty good.
Your guest today, Tom Iello. Could you tell us something about him?
Where do I start? Okay, when I got out of the Army in 1968, Stax had called me up and asked me if I wanted to play bass in a band he was forming, and he recruited Tommy also. Now, Tommy was a serious jazz musician. He could get down with the best of them, but he had a little crazy side, which was a bit off the wall, and that's why we called him Psychedelic Tom. But when Tom was on, he was on, and I mean, Coltrane, some of the greats were his influence, and he would tear the place up. He would have the crowd in the palm of his hands with his solos. He was an incredible musician, Tommy.
And could you tell us the name of the group that you guys were in?
The name of the group was Grand Central, featuring Stax Edwards.
And where did you guys play?
We played around Queens. Mostly we were a house band for Tempo Soul City, which was a club, a big nightclub in Brooklyn. And we did tour up in Connecticut and Boston with Universal Attractions.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's time that you introduce us to Tommy. But before you do, I just want to mention to the audience that back in the early 1970s, Sony did not have VCRs. It was a VTR, a videotape recorder. And the shows were taped on videotape. This happens to be one of the tapes of the show. Unfortunately, though, during the course of the years, the tape degenerated, and it had to be sent out to be baked and cleaned and remastered. So that's what you're going to see tonight. Joe, take it away.
From 1971, when All in the Family was the #1 show on TV and Carole King's Tapestry was on top of the charts. Roll the tape.
Everybody sings, good old Beck.
Welcome to the Candy Store.
Everybody sings, everybody sings, good old Beck. Just the same.
With the Candy Store band, the Animales. And this is your host, Joe Beck.
Good evening. Welcome to the Candy Store. I'm proud tonight to present a very good friend of mine and musician, Tom Iello. No, better known as Psychedelic Tom, as you can see. Okay, you can put your horn down now, Tom. What is that? What kind of...
Well, this I was traveling in the Himalayas, and I accidentally dropped into a volcano, and I saw this little weird hairy guy playing his flute. And I says, gotta have that flute, man. So he says, I'll make you one. He made one for me in about 2 minutes. I liked it. But it says made in Taiwan, so dig that.
You like a rug. What other instruments do you have that you're gonna like do a freak out for us tonight on
Well,
different?
I have a
That's like very crude, and I know that's a recorder over
Yeah.
there. Explain,
Well, that's
do you know
recorder.
the background of a recorder?
Well, I know a little
Pick
bit
it up
that-
and show our audience.
Okay, I know a little bit about this, that they used to use this in classical music before they used the regular C middle flute there. They used to use this in classical music. And then because it's very soft and you can't blow on it, this you can blow a little bit louder. In other words, the volume on that. They changed over to metal flutes. But this was the original flute in the classical music.
Go to the next instrument.
This is a legitimate oh, tablecloth is freaking out. Anyway,
It's a Herbie man.
This is a regular legitimate C flute, and it's used today in modern orchestras and modern classical music. Hi there, folks.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, the mic? Okay. Hi. Anyway. I don't know. No, but anyway.
Ice cream has no bones.
Yeah, that's an old one we used to use. But anyway, this is a regular legitimate flute, and this I use along with another bunch of perverted instruments anyway. And this is a soprano sax, which I dig. I bought this about 2.5 years ago because I listened to Training.
As far as I know, like there's cheap guitars and there's good guitars.
Talking about cheap
how I look.
guitars, man.
Cheap guitars.
Yeah.
No, you'll hear it later. Like is that considered like a Gibson, to a guitar, or is that a very good, soprano sax?
This is a very old model King.
Usually the older they are, the better they are.
Yeah, right. This is an old model King, I think, before the war. And it's very hard to play this in tune, as you can tell later on.
How far back does that, go?
Well, this is, I think a soprano sax is more like one of the original saxophones.
Talking to the mic a little loud.
Oh, the mic?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, man, everybody's coming out in weird bags here.
Ice cream has no
2
bones.
minutes? Okay, groovy. Groovification, stud buster, jive on your turkey. Anyway, this is original. This is the original one before the war, and it's very hard to play in tune. And Coltrane inspired me, and I like it, and it turns me on. It gets me in a whole different bag playing this.
Okay, what are you gonna do for us tonight?
Tonight, I don't know.
You're gonna go from one instrument to the other and show
Yeah, I
us
guess
exactly,
a little bit of everything.
little raga and a little,
Yeah,
jazz.
we have a few
and...
things worked out here, but I don't care anyway. I just may as well go to sleep. But
Okay. We'll be back after the station break to perform and explain a little more what these instruments are all about.
Everybody sings good or bad, just the same. It makes you glad to hear everybody sing.
This is WBCF Television, Channel 19 in New York, where you see the best in sight, day and night.
Before a little socializing and a little harmonizing. Everybody sings good or bad, just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing.
It's Tommy doing a raga on the recorder. Now he's gonna do an original song, which was inspired by a pack of cigarette papers that he saw floating around McDougal Street in a puddle as he was walking around in a trance coming out of the Cafe Wa, or something to that effect, buying some incense. No, it's called Mr. Zigzag. I'd like to have Tommy perform it right now.
Hey, Mr. Zigzag, what you have done to me. You made my life escape from reality. You took my life and made it hold when I was young, but now I'm old. You made me see things so unreal, but let in light that I can feel. Hey, Mr. Zigzag, what you have done to me. You made my life escape from reality.
We'll be right back, right after this short break.
Everybody sings good or bad, just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing.
This is WBCF Television, Channel 19 in New York, where you see the best in sight, day and night.
There was a time when I hated Mondays. Can you imagine where my head was at? Can you conceive of lonely Fridays?
same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing.
This is WBCF Television, Channel 19 in New York, where you see the best in sight, day and night.
Let me get my bearings together now after that next one. This next song, I was walking down McDougal Street again, and I saw a crowd freaking out on the corner of McDougal and 3rd in front of the Night Owl Cafe. And who was it in the center but Psychedelic Tom freaking on his harmonica? And it made such an impact on my mind that I asked him to do it again tonight. Tom? Thank you. We'll be right back after this next station break. Yay!
Everybody sings, good or bad, just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing.
This is WBCF Television, Channel 19 in New York, where you see the best in sight, day and night.
Are you experienced? I guess we've all been experienced tonight. I'd like to thank my guest, Mr. Thomas Psychedelic Iello, who did his thing for you tonight. And remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make the best of it.
Everybody sings.
The Candy Store was produced by Joe Beck, directed by James Glynn, assistant to the director, Margaret Migliaccio.
Everybody sings. There's a place out in space for the candy store. There's a place out in space.
The Candy Store is a group WBCF television presentation.
Genuine scream, like a Elvis on the side of my stick 14. There were gangs, there were clangs, there were angels on the street for a little socializing and a little harmonizing.
This program was recorded January 31st.
People like Psychedelic Tommy allowed us all the freedom to relax and have fun. Maybe the 70s is where we realized that we should not take life so seriously. After all, we'll never get out of it alive anyway. And remember, today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make the best of it.
Everybody sings, good old babe. Just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing. Everybody sings, good old babe. Just the same, it makes you glad to hear everybody sing. There's a place out in space called the